Hello, Mats. So, to you, our the possibility to raise your virtual hands. I see them all now. So my first question I have for Mats. We already asked the same question, but the expectations for tomorrow, what he expects from you, and what can we expect from you in this third group match? Well, first of all, I hope that the things that he expects from us, that you can expect from us, that these are the same. We want to show the same energy on the pitch as against Portugal and against France. Although against Portugal we were stronger, we want to show from the first minute on that we want to make it into the next round here in front of our home fans in this home match. And I think there will be maybe 10,000 fans coming to the stadium. We want to make them proud, make repeat all the things that we have developed over the last weeks and we showed in the match against Portugal. Put this on the pitch and show ourselves in an improved performance. So it was exactly the same as the coach said. So, okay, first question, please. Hello, Mats. Everybody thinks that Thomas Müller won't be at disposals. Doesn't matter if you can confirm it or not. The coach said the same. But my question, how does the game changes if Thomas is not on the pitch? I don't know how much it changed. It's difficult to say. It depends who will play on his position. But in general, with Thomas Müller, a leader is missing on the pitch. Very communicative, very positive. He initiates our pressing, has good ideas in attack. There are not so many characters like him, so it will change our game. And the qualities that he brings into our game, we'll be missing them, but we can compensate with other qualities or other players. So with the lineup that we have, I think in this attacking position we have a lot of quality and be able to replace him. For DPA, Anne Richter, please, next. Arne, are you there? We can't see and hear you. So if not, then Julian Wolf next, please. Hello, Mats. The coach just said Hungary can make an opponent desperate. How do you expect them? And how can you stop this desperation? Well, I think that in their first two group matches, they proved that out of their 5-3-2, they can defend very compact, very disciplined. They played in front of their home fans, so played with a lot of passion, are good in attacking, are not only defending, but can be a threat in attack actually. There are some known faces in their team as well from the Bundesliga. So we want to control the match in ball possession. We want to make them run a lot. We want to be patient but not passive. But with a lot of ball possession, we want to create opportunities. We want to make deep runs. We want to cross and to bring balls into the box. And for us, the best would be to score an early goal. But we know as well that it's against a strong opponent as Hungary is. There won't be opportunities every minute, so we have to be patient. Matthias Dersch from Kicker, please, next. Hello, Mats. One topic which is the set pieces. Can you describe what is important in defending and also in attacking? Is this a mental thing? And then a second question. We saw you making some music together. Did you train over the rainbow? Well, great question. Yeah, we haven't thought about over the rainbow. So, but we will be successful tomorrow, and then I will suggest it. Well, in terms of set pieces, I think in our last 4 matches, we conceded one after set piece and another one from our set piece. So maybe against the 4-2, we weren't just against Portugal. We weren't focused enough. We were not focused enough. I think that the set pieces, we defended them with a lot of passion. We tried to stop the ball. We are not perfect. We know that. We have to improve in this. I have to be more focused, but overall, I think that we have already focused on that, and I don't think that we have performed so badly in terms of set pieces, but it was the only set piece that we conceded against Portugal. Sebastian Wessling next. Hello, also from my side. One question, Mats. How about your knee? You have had problems over the last days. How much does it hurt or disturb you? Do you have to take breaks in between? Tell us, give us a little roundup. Well, it would be nice if it if it was only the last couple of days. It's a longer problem that I have had, but I'm in best hands. The medical staff are taking very well care of it. But under all this load, of course, it can become or get or hurt a little bit more. So, but I hope that it shouldn't have any more impact on this tournament. But of course, maybe I will stop or I will not train for 1 or 2 times just to lower the load. Mats, 3 years ago, you were in Kazan in Russia. It was also the third match. Will you warn your team out of your experiences from back then? Well, we are warned. We know that we are still not in the next round. We still have to work for it hard. It's no picnic against Hungary. I think that we have the right mindset, the right attitude, the right approach. Nobody thinks that we have won the match already. We have the spirit. We know that we have to work hard to be successful. So I'm pretty sure that we won't have the wrong approach underestimating Hungary. Arne Richter, one more try. Hello, so Mr. Hummels, rainbow discussions. Do you have the feeling that in the last years that there's a generation of footballers coming up that takes care more about these political issues like Rashford, Kimmich and Goretzka, and why? I don't think that it has something to do with a new generation. I think it's just a greater awareness. There are lads like Manu and my generation who take care of it, social projects and so on. So I think through social media, our as football players or other sportsmen or other personalities can play an important role here, have a certain responsibility, can have a positive impact, want to set signs. So I think that we can be very happy how many of the lads, especially in our national team, how they look beyond the horizon, and I think that it's a very positive development that they know and are aware of their responsibility that they have. Patrick Berger, Sport 1 next, please. We can't hear you. Mike? No. No, we can't lip sync. No chance. Maybe send me a WhatsApp and we can have another try later. Markus Kremer from Spiegel next. Mr. Hummels, good evening. About defensive set pieces that you are not so satisfied, but attacking set pieces, especially in a close match, can be a decider. You haven't trained it too much lately, that's what the coach said, but how can you still improve ahead of this match against Hungary? I think we can still improve in this topic, and in the first two matches I only had one header actually. I think that we have good ideas. I won't tell you about it, obviously, but we worked on both in our runs. For us, we're good in the air, and I think that we can make them or turn them into a weapon. We are very strong in the air, in attack. We have good players who can bring in good crosses or set pieces. This is something that we can take advantage of. And I think that we will score on a set piece sooner or later. Heiko Niederer from Bild, please. Hello, Mats. In these days, messages, and if I look at your T-shirt, is this a little message? Maybe love your nights? Is this something? How do you see this rainbow discussions around the arena? Well, I heard about it, and I think that there are, of course, reasons from the side of UEFA why it was stopped, but it's good to have this as a discussion. I think we need to talk about it in public. I think this is already a success, and when we arrived, I had a similar shirt on with the same message. And in this context, I think in the NFL or yesterday, there was a player who outed himself, who had an outing, and I think this is something that it's not necessary anymore. It should be accepted in sport, should be normal, and that shouldn't be discussed anymore or discussed about anymore. So I think that also small gestures, small signals are the right step into the right direction. And the message of the team, we are colorful, Mats is colorful, the team is colorful. And oh, what? I said something wrong. I don't want. You mind that 100%? It's about time that it happens 100%. You really have to take care what you say with every little word. So, last questions. If there is anybody. Patrick, you had a question. Patrick Berger. I think he asked a question about his T-shirt actually. So, and how much would you have been happy to see the stadium in the rainbow colors? Well, for me personally, I would have enjoyed it without causing any trouble. So I'm a friend, I'm a supporter of messages like this to the world. Full stop. Clear statement. Two more questions. Jan Christian Müller first. You were present 3 years ago. Back then, have you felt already before the match against South Korea that something was wrong? And is it today a different feeling that you have? Well, I wouldn't talk about just one game. The spirit was a bit different, the atmosphere was different within the team, on the training pitch, also within the game or in the games that we played back then. So, in terms of the overall impression that I have had with the staff included, and from the performance that we have been showing on the training camp every day, I have a lot more positive feeling compared to 2018. So I hope that we don't have to talk about it and that I was judging the situation in the wrong way. Kerry Howe with the last question. Hello, Mats. One question. Kevin Trapp said that it has been the greatest atmosphere that he saw at the national team. Could you compare it, maybe? Is the camp in Herzogenaurach comparable to Campo Bahia in Brazil because you understand each other so well on and off the pitch? Well, to compare, I don't know. I mean, I would like to say it in general. You're right, the atmosphere is really good. A lot of players understand each other so well on and off the pitch, but this doesn't mean that the atmosphere is good. But in addition, you also need to, yeah, show on the pitch that you give everything for the team. You can also scream to each other, and this makes a good atmosphere. And not just understanding all very well of the pitch, but you also need to be critical here and there. You need to be able to express critics here and there, and that's why I think we are a good level in terms of the atmosphere. There are a lot of players who really are hot to play for Germany, who can't wait to show what they can and who know about their role within the national team. So we are at the end. I would like to add something and repeat it just to say Manuel Neuer will wear again the captain's band tomorrow in the rainbow colors, as he have been doing since the first match, as a clear commitment with the month of Pride. So this is not only expressed by Manuel Neuer, but the whole team, for variety, for openness, against hate, against homophobia, and this is the clear message that we have as a team, and we will try to have an impact as much as possible. And this is what we wanted to express again because so many questions came to us because of that. So thank you very much, Mats Hummels. Thank you, dear colleagues. Have a nice evening and many greetings from Munich. See you